Welcome to MeatEater Trivia, the only game show where conservation always wins. I'm your host, Spencer Neuharth, and today we're joined by Janis, Brody, Marge, Max, Randall, Sam, Corinne, and Seth. This is normally a 10-round quiz show with questions from MeatEater's 4 verticals, which are hunting, fishing, conservation, and cooking. But today's show is a little bit different. This is our annual Family Feud Christmas episode of MeatEater Trivia.
Backed by popular demand.
Well, we'll get to that later. Now, some of our players turn into Scrooge when we play Family Feud. Steve has been especially vocal about it. Here's him bringing the holiday cheer to the Family Feud Christmas episode in 2022. Play the clip, Phil. Show me Jesus. Not on there.
Man. War on Christmas. Here's the whole thing, though. What's up? Like, who cares about these 100 people? I don't know what kind of idiots they're asking. It's like, do you solve all your problems by just randomly asking people what they think?
It's
like
called
totally
voting.
Uncredentialed strangers what they think.
It's called voting.
That's brutal.
The people aren't listening to the question. You said, what do you need to wrap a present? So it's like you're implying like that there's a present. If you said, what do I need to dress a person? You wouldn't go, a person. It is so stupid. Yes. Can you imagine if the subjects of these surveys were vetted in some way or another? This would be like a completely different process.
Top
take
7.
Take their pulse, and then ask them.
Steve, you can just sit it out next year if you like.
I'm not coming. Dude, there's no way in hell I'm playing that next year, man. Because I'd have to know who the 100 people are.
Now, we convinced Steve.
He's got good points.
We should really have more playoff music for Steve. Just like when he's doing that, just start playing the Oscar music.
We convinced him to play in 2023, but we
he's
couldn't
not
get
here.
him here today in 2024. But for the stat of the week this week, we're looking at the results of a survey from our listeners. Steve's annual complaining made me second guess if this is good content. So I asked our listeners if for Christmas they'd rather have a regular episode of MeatEater Trivia or MeatEater Family Feud. What do you guys think the results were?
Family Feud.
Family Feud.
Considering we're sitting here.
Here's how much they like it. 92% of listeners said they'd rather have Family Feud than a regular episode of trivia for the Christmas show. Sorry, Steve and Brody and all the Family Feud haters, but the Christmas Family Feud is here to stay.
You're throwing him under the bus.
Yeah, man.
Is he a hater?
I feel like I'll go back and re-listen.
He's got his elf ears on. He's here.
Yes, I would categorize Brody as a hater.
Show me some evidence. I think I won this thing last time.
All right. Hey, I'll gladly be
Brody,
wrong.
here's your cricket now.
I'm excited to
I've
hear
had
that you're
enough of your
excited.
bullying for 1 year.
I'm excited that you're excited.
I wore a hat, for Christ's sake.
Now here's how this is going to work. Our crew is split up into 2 teams. Each round will start with a player from each team facing off to determine who gets control of the board. During the face-off, whoever provides the highest ranking answer will get to choose if their team passes or plays. During main play, each team member will provide answers they think are on the board. If you get one wrong, you'll hear this. If you get one right, you'll hear this. If you get 3 strikes, then the other team gets a chance to steal. When a steal happens, the entire team gets to come together to decide on an answer, which their captain will provide. There are 4 rounds, with the point values being doubled in round 3 and tripled in round 4. The team with the most points at the end will get to choose where the $500 conservation donation goes. Then they will play fast money for a chance to double the donation for a $1,000 grand prize. These are questions that were written by me and answered by 100 listeners. Each question has themes of MeatEater and Christmas.
So they've been vetted as MeatEater fans.
That's right. You
at
guys,
the minimum.
you can complain about the answers, but then you're complaining about the people who are listening to this show.
We do that all the time.
Last year you
Spencer, can I
the office, right?
can I make a request for
What
next
do you
year's
got?
spam? Can Phil, instead of those noises for right and wrong, can we
Okay.
incorporate some like wildlife noises?
or fart noises. Yeah.
Like
Maybe
a
both.
cow barking when you get one wrong. Or
You know what?
Ooh, that'd
like-
be a good one.
a
A turkey gobbles
Or
when you get
just
one right.
yeah.
clips of Steve going like, no, 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 no.
Brody, really in the Christmas spirit. I like this, Brody. I bet Phil can make that happen next year. Is that right, Phil?
Yeah, of course.
I got kids, man. It's been Christmas for a couple weeks already.
Now, to remind everyone of how this is going to work, we're going to do a practice face-off where it's Janis versus Randall. They each have a bell in front of them. This round does not count. We're just going to make sure everyone knows the flow of the show. Are you both ready?
Yes.
I surveyed 100 people. Top 5 answers are on the board. If Seth and Chester were wise men, what gifts would they bring? We have Randall.
Beer.
Show me beer. Number 4 answer. So what that means, since Randall provided the number 4 answer, Yanni has a chance to provide the top 3 answers.
I forgot about this twist.
So you pick your answer, and if it's one of those top 3, you get to choose if your team is going to play or pass.
But
So
this is
Yanni-
just practice.
This is just a practice round.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm going to go. You ready for my
I'm ready,
answer?
I'm ready.
Fishing lures.
Show me fishing lures. Number 2 answer goes to Yanni's team. What would happen next, Yanni, is you get to choose if your team is going to pass or play. If you're confident that you and your 3 teammates could do well in this category, then you might want to play. But if you think Randall and his team would really fail, then maybe you pass it to them.
By do well, you mean fill in all the blanks.
That's right. Get all 5 correct answers before accumulating your 3 steals. We're not going to play out the rest of this round because this is a question from last year. But does anyone want to throw out there what they think 1, 3, or 5 is?
Walleye fillets.
Walleye. Show me walleye fillets. That's number 1. Now we're looking for 3 or 5.
Seth knows himself very well.
What
is an interesting
if
twist.
Seth and Chester were wise men, what gifts would they bring? Throw out some answers.
Ooh, maybe a music or a musical instrument?
Show me music. No, that's 1 strike. Keep giving us answers. What else you got?
a boat.
A boat. Show me boat. That is 2 strikes.
They were the wisest men.
Any more guesses? If Seth and Chester were wise men, what gifts would they bring?
Ammunition.
Show me ammo. That is 3 strikes. The room couldn't finish the board.
If I was a wise man, I'd have brought all that shit.
Yeah, see?
Phil, show me number 3. Bait. Show us number 5. Canned food.
That answer's insane.
Yeah, where did that come from?
No one's getting that one.
Listen,
Come on, audience.
this was a practice
I don't do
round.
canned food
We
much.
don't have to get worked up quite yet.
Cheez-Its.
Now, traditionally in Family Feud, we have one player who introduces their family. So let's get to know our teams. Randall, tell us about who you brought with you today.
Well, I have nephew Seth.
Oh, nephew Seth.
He's an upstanding, healthy young man, and I have a lot of. While he's visiting from out of town, I have a lot of tasks around the house that I'd like him to help with.
Do you get along with his parents?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Close family.
just a stand-up guy. We're all excited for his future.
He's working on a forestry degree, I heard.
Yeah, can't say enough good things about this guy. He's just a real,
Okay.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Honk.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Who else is on your team?
Well, in that second chair, we were supposed to have the curmudgeonly, hard of hearing uncle who we weren't sure was going to show up to Christmas. That would be Uncle Cal.
Yep.
You never know this time of year what he's up to. Probably he'd rather be bird hunting than spending time with the family at the holidays. But
That's right. 17 minutes before we were going to record today's show, Uncle Cal sent a text saying he couldn't make it.
so instead of Uncle Cal, we have Aunt Sam. And thankfully, Aunt Sam is always welcome around the holidays because she's an expert baker.
Oh,
And she's the consummate host. And,
what's your specialty, Aunt Sam?
I really love cookies and I love pecan pie, but I can make anything.
Okay.
Yep. That's the confidence we need going into this contest.
I'm not confident, about this.
And who's the last player you brought with you today?
We have Aunt Corinne. She's always fun But we're never sure what exactly she's going to be contributing to the Christmas dinner table.
Okay.
Could be stingray cutlets or the pecker bone of some unknown animal. So we're excited to see her, but we're not quite sure how to politely decline whatever
It's not a potluck.
whatever
if
experimental
Aunt Corinne-
dish she's brought.
Now we have two aunts and a nephew. Are one of these the parents of your nephew?
No, I didn't want to make
okay.
anybody directly related to one another because that makes things weird.
Yep, mhm.
So if Janis introduces someone as his son or his,
And going against them is the Putelis family. Janis, tell us about who you brought with you today.
Well, Spencer, I brought with me my A team. I just want you to know that hunting and fishing traditions run deep in this family.
Okay, good.
So I brought my older cousin Brody, who's my medium to large game specialist. And then my younger cousin Max here, who's my waterfowl and small game specialist.
Oh, perfect.
And then my female cousin Marge down there, and she's my fishing specialist.
Hell yeah.
as we all know, cousins are divided into two categories: cousins and female cousins.
I only have one.
All right, is everyone ready to play the feud?
Proud to be.
Let's do it.
Hit the music, Phil. Now this is where you clap. There we go.
All together.
Look at this white people rhythm we got going on. Mhm.
I think we're speeding up.
Getting out of control.
All right, going against each other first will be the head of the family over here, Randall, versus the head of the family over here, Janis. Whoever rings in first will get to provide the answer. And if you ring in before I finish reading the question, I will stop right there. You don't get to hear the rest of the question. Is everybody ready?
Let's go, Yanni.
I surveyed 100 people. Top 6 answers are on the board. If you were hunting reindeer, what caliber... Randall.
6'5" Creedmoor.
Show me. 6'5" Creedmoor. Now, the entire question is,
Let's go
if
for
you
it.
were hunting reindeer, what caliber
take it?
rifle would you carry? Yanni, you get to provide an answer now because Randall provided the 6th answer on the board out of a potential of 6 correct answers. If you can provide one of the 5, you get to choose if your team is going to pass or play. What is your answer?
I'm going to go with the old 30-06, Spencer.
If Yanni was hunting reindeer, he would bring a 30-06 Springfield. Show me 30-06. Number 2 answer on the board. That means
Brand.
you have control of the game, Yanni. Are you going to play with your team or are you going to pass it to the other team?
I can feel the vibe. We're going to play.
Okay,
We're gonna play.
Yanni's team is going
clap,
to
Sam.
play. So, as a reminder, we have 6 answers on the board. Number 2 was said by Janis, the 30-06 Springfield. Number 6 was said by Randall, the 6.5 Creedmoor. Again, if you were hunting reindeer, what caliber rifle would you carry? Brody.
270 Winchester.
Show me.
like it.
270 Winchester. The number 4 answer, 11 people said the 270 Winchester.
Right?
No, you can't talk. You're all
Really?
all
Wait,
4
don't
of
they
you.
talk in the show?
All 4 of you are playing on
Only when
your
you
own
steal.
right now. If Randall's team gets a chance to steal, they all get to come together to provide an answer. So for now,
Pick a good one, Max.
for now, the Putelis
I thought we
family
I know, but you need to
I got
ESP
multiple.
Maggie
on
a caliber.
their own.
She's so into fishing. I
We're
don't
on
know
to
if she's gonna-
our waterfowl hunting cousin and our fishing cousin, Max.
Or
If
just
you were-
throw it. Like, just give a bad answer. Both of you give bad answers and then let them fill them in.
Yeah, but then we.
Well,
no,
they
but
only
we have
have to
3
get
strikes
one.
to work
They
with.
only
Yeah,
have to get
yeah.
one.
I thought there's a lot of
So far you
talking
get
for
it.
no talking allowed during this
Yeah.
segment.
All right, let's level set here on the rules. The team who was playing, they are only playing by themselves at this point. You guys do not get to communicate with each other. If you don't fill out the board, if you get 3 strikes before you get all 6 correct answers, the other family, which would be Randall's family, gets to come together, and if they provide just 1 correct answer, they steal all the points for that game. So we are now down to Max. Max, if you were hunting reindeer, what caliber rifle
got this, Max.
would you carry? We have 3 of the 6 answers taken. The answers remaining are 1, 3, and 5. Maxwell.
I don't know if I have one answer.
Name
You name
a
a rifle.
cartridge.
Name a rifle.
I know.
Can't do it? We're running out of time.
Let's 223.
Show me. 223.
That's too small.
They're soft-bodied
That's-
critters. Oh, you'd be fine.
That is your first strike. We are now down to Marge, the woman fishing cousin.
Wait so they don't hear her.
Marge, give us an answer. If you were hunting reindeer, what caliber rifle would
You got this,
carry?
Marge.
You got it. A 20 gauge shotgun.
Show me.
20 gauge.
20 gauge shotgun.
I could kill a reindeer. with
That
a 20
is
gauge.
2 strikes for the Janis Putelis family so far. They have provided the second answer, which 24 people said. That was the 30-06 Springfield. They
Even if
provided
we
the
both
fourth
get one,
answer,
we're
which
gonna go
11
back to
people
that.
said. That was the 270
All right, we gotta
Winchester.
try.
And they provided the sixth answer, which 5 people said. That was the 6.5 Creedmoor Janis. If you were hunting reindeer, what caliber rifle would you carry?
7mm Rem mag.
Show me 7mm Remington mag. Number 5 answer, 10 people gave that answer. That means they have answers 1 and 3 still left on the board. We're up to Brody. They have
308
2
Winchester.
strikes. Show me 308 Winchester. Number 1 answer, 31 people
I think I got it.
said the 308 Winchester. That means we are just missing answer
I didn't.
Did he
three.
just tell him the answer?
No,
Is that what
there
your
might
point?
have been a little, I didn't-
cheating going on, but whoa.
Max, what do you got?
We're up to Max. Max, your team has 1 correct answer left and 1 strike left. You're either going to win it or pass it over to the Randall
Max,
family.
remember, you have
right
a
here.
reputation as an alleged cheater.
I understand that.
If you go with the answer that Janis just told you,
Oh.
that baggage will carry with you
I think
into the new
That
year.
alleged will
and
go
hear
to
this out.
confirm.
And
Hear
on
me out.
Jesus' birthday.
Hear me
Max.
out. I think he mouthed 308 to me.
Okay.
But I'm going to go with a 243.
Show me,
I like
for
it.
all the marbles, the 243. Phil even deked him. He moved his mouse over the correct answer and then went to the X.
What a dick.
That gives them 3 strikes. That means Randall's family gets a
That
chance
was
to
a good,
steal.
that was a good answer.
And they get
That's a
to
good
talk
answer.
amongst each other what they think it might be. I'm going to remind our audience of what is going on
Auntie
here.
Corinne, Auntie Sam. We're going to go with 3.
We have the top 6 answers on the board. If you were hunting reindeer, what caliber rifle would you carry? Number 1 was 308 Winchester. Number 2, 30-06 Springfield. Number 4, 270 Winchester. Number 5, 7mm Remington Mag. Number 6, 6.5 Creedmoor. Randall, what is your
Is it going
family's
to be
answer?
another 30 caliber, Randall?
We're going to go with a 300 Winchester Magnum.
Show me. 300 Winchester Magnum. They got it.
Phil.
The number 3 answer was the 300
about
Win
me?
Mag.
Good job, Uncle.
19
Let's
people
work on that category.
provided that answer.
That's how they do it.
That means the Randall Williams family got all 100 points from that round.
Wait, we need it.
That's
Well
how this works.
What is this?
Little victory.
Victory toke, I guess.
All right, we're on to round 2. The buzzers have been passed to cousin Brody and nephew Seth. I surveyed 100 people. Top 5 answers are on the board. If Steve didn't have wrapping paper or gift bags, what might he? We have Seth.
Game bags.
Show me game bags.
Great answer.
That was the number 3 answer.
down the
Here
middle.
is the full question.
That's
If
good.
Steve didn't have
I-
wrapping paper
you
or
got it,
gift
you got it.
bags,
I know what I'm gonna say.
what might he
think. We're
use?
not allowed
Seth
to talk.
has
Are we allowed to
provided
talk?
the number 3
No.
answer. Brody, you're not allowed to talk. Give us your
I know.
answer.
I'm trying to fend off the cheater. Over here.
If Brody can give us answer 1 or 2, he gets control
Let's
of
say
the board.
beaver pelt.
Show me beaver pelts. Number 1 answer, animal hides. 41 people provided that answer. Brody, that means you get to choose. Is your team going to pass or play? If you play, the first answer will be given by Max. If you pass
my
it,
answer.
the first answer will be given by Sam.
Pass or play.
What do you guys think? You gonna pass or play? You think you have a better chance of filling out that board?
This crew plays.
Yeah.
That is a team
Yeah.
who plays. Okay,
We'll be
Brody's
creative
team
and- Yeah, we'll be
All right.
good.
is going to play.
Yeah. We'll
The bold
It'll be
move.
great.
Putelis is.
I already got an answer.
I surveyed 100 people. Top 5 answers are on the board. We have answers 1 and 3 already knocked out. If Steve didn't have wrapping paper or gift bags, what might he use? Maxwell.
Camouflage.
Show me. Camouflage. Number 5 answer.
Nice work. Nice
I
work.
think that's the
Doing
toughest
well.
one to get the last one.
That's
Yep,
right,
that's
Max.
right.
You're absolutely right. If Steve didn't have wrapping paper or gift bags, what might he use? Number 1 answer, animal hides. Number 3 answer, game bags. Number 5 answer, first light camouflage, Marge.
Butcher paper.
Show
Ooh,
me.
Great answer.
Butcher paper.
I didn't think of that.
Number 2 answer, 30 people
Nice.
said butcher paper. That means
Who said
that there is one
Marge.
answer left on the board. Your team has 0 strikes. We're at the head of the family, Janis Putelis. If Steve didn't have wrapping paper
Uncle.
or gift bags, what might he use?
If they find out you're my daughter, then things might get complicated.
A little Maury Povich.
What else? What else would
Forget about
Steve
Steve
use
Harvey.
to wrap?
If
Maury,
Steve
oh.
Ranella didn't have wrapping paper or gift bags, what might he use? Yanni, we need an answer.
Then Jerry.
Giannis?
Natural materials. I mean, I don't
An
know.
expansive category.
Sticks and leaves.
Show me sticks and leaves. That is your first strike. We are now to Brody, who started this whole thing. If Steve didn't have wrapping paper or gift bags, what might he
How
use?
about a tarp?
Show me.
Good, good.
Smart.
I like it.
Tarp.
Ooh.
2 strikes. We're to Max, who's in the same position as last time. He
Yeah,
can get it
I
right
love this
to
position.
take all the points, or he can get it wrong to give Randall's team a chance to steal. Here's a recap. If Steve Ranella didn't have wrapping paper or gift bags, what might he use? Number 1, animal hides. Number 2, butcher or freezer paper. Number 3, game bags. Number 4, we're still looking for. And number 5 was first light camo. Max.
What about a tent?
Show
like
me.
it.
That is
I
not,
like it.
not the same thing as a tarp.
Show me. Tent. That is your third strike.
Gosh.
Randall's family
Good
now
answer,
gets
Max.
a chance to steal.
Good
You don't
answer,
need to
Max.
whisper. Let's hear you discuss this aloud.
Oh, it's not the same. But maybe that's the same thing as butcher.
Yeah, why do they
Is
whisper
that
Family
family
Feud?
feud?
It's not a secret.
Like
Well, I think usually they're
Oh, I like
whispering
that
while
answer,
this
Sam.
team is
paper,
playing.
book paper.
Yeah, they usually have the team whisper when the other team is on their last chance. So, like,
Yeah.
if they have 2 strikes.
Something
Okay.
from a
I haven't
critter.
watched it.
Louder, Corinne. What do you think it is?
We're going through
Ooh,
fishing nets, something from a
Oh.
creature,
Shrimp pots.
shrimp pots,
What's a box? Is there something that's like a box?
a cooler.
Pre-made box?
Cooler.
I don't.
If Steve Ranella didn't
I
have
think
wrapping
vac seal
paper
bags is-
or
Oh, it's
gift
wrappable.
bags,
Pretty good.
Shrimp
what
pot is
might
Well,
he
you could
pretty
vac seal
solid.
a gift just in there.
Right.
If Randall can get this correct,
maybe crab
then
pot.
his team will have 200 points.
You gotta say that louder.
I know.
If he gets it wrong, we have a
Say
tight
that to
race.
Spencer.
No,
Spencer,
I don't want them to
okay.
hear you.
Margie's got a good one.
Okay. All right, Randall
trying to
Williams
picture
team, we
garage
need an
right now.
answer from you. We're looking for answer number 4.
We're gonna go with vacuum seal bags.
That's a good one.
Show me
Cooler would have been better.
vacuum seal bags. That is your
I think I know what
first
it is.
strike,
Go.
meaning that the Putelis family will get 93 points. Any other guesses for what answer 4 could be?
Steve just went
Cooler.
rabbit.
That is not correct. Are there any
Did
other
you say
guesses?
screw it, not wrap it? Cooler fishing line.
No.
Really?
Yanni was closest with his natural materials guess earlier, if that helps you guys
Mud.
out. Mud, no.
Seaweed.
Show us answer number 4. Call fat or organs. So if you just said
Okay.
organs, we'd have given that to you.
That's a stretch.
Yeah.
You're probably
But
right.
I love how this shows what our fans think of Steve.
All right, Phil, give us some music here
Oh, sure.
before we move into round 3.
Sorry, I'm lost my mouse. I've got a lot of monitors.
Never practice.
We're on to
Smack
round
the crap out of
3.
this thing.
The point values are going to be doubled. And right now we have the Randall Williams family with 100 points and the Janis Putelis family with 93
Hold on. We
points.
won round 2 and it was less points? How's that happen?
Because you didn't get
Because you didn't
number 4.
get call fat, which was worth 7 total points. So your team got everything minus that.
I see.
100 to 93. We're on to round
We'll take
3. This will be Aunt Sam versus younger cousin Max.
Aw.
I surveyed 100 people. Top 6 answers are on the board. If Randall was Santa, what would you leave him instead of Sam?
What's the rest of the
Hot
question?
dogs.
Show me. Hot dogs.
It's a great answer.
That is the number 3 answer.
That would have been number 1.
Here's the full question for Max, who
That's
has
what I
a
would've
chance
said.
to take control of the board. If Randall was Santa, what would you leave him instead of milk and cookies? We're looking for answers 1 or 2.
I would probably leave him a book.
Show me.
I like it.
Book.
Damn.
Number 5
not
answer
playing.
was book. We had 6 people say book and 21 people say hot dogs. That means, Sam, you get to choose if your team is going to pass or play. You guys have yet to have a chance. They're going to play. Didn't need to twist her arm.
This is going to be a revealing category
For who? Our listeners or you?
for me.
Okay.
Hopefully number 1 isn't poison.
All right, we are down to Aunt Corinne. I surveyed 100 people. If Randall was Santa, what would you leave him instead of milk and cookies? We have answer number 3, which was hot dogs, and answer number 5, which was books, already taken care of.
And they can be edible things. And
Into the
not
mic.
edible.
Microphone, please.
Well, it's our
Edible,
listeners.
not edible,
our
right?
listeners were
Okay.
answering this.
Okay.
I hope Randall wasn't fixing to eat those books that Max left
I
for him.
know. I know.
Anything that would make me happy, I think, is just that's we're trying to figure out what 100 people think would make me happy.
Corinne?
I mean, if the audience doesn't beer.
Show me. Beer.
I was going to go with that one.
Number 1 answer. 31 people said they would leave Randall Claus beer instead of milk or cookies. We're now up to Randall. Randall, if you were Santa, what would people leave you instead of milk or cookies? What would you leave yourself?
NBA tickets,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
rap
Yeah.
CDs. I don't have a CD player anymore, though.
You'd leave yourself a CD player.
Probably a dog or a puppy.
That's your answer?
I'm going to go with that.
Show me. Dog. Randall doesn't
Can't even help
know.
himself.
Know
himself.
thyself.
We're up to Seth. If Randall was Santa, what would you leave him instead of
we
milk
can
and
be-
cookies?
yeah, we can
There
be
are
talking.
6
talking
answers,
right now?
and we have
Well,
3
we
of
gotta be
them
careful.
already given. Number 1 was alcohol. Number 3 was hot dogs. Number 5 was books.
Who goes first?
I'm going to go with ammunition.
Show
Yeah.
me. Ammunition.
Because
Oh my god.
Strike
I'm
number
sorry.
2 for the Randall Williams family. We are now to
Dang.
Auntie
No, they don't.
Sam.
They don't
Come
know
on,
you.
audience.
And
yeah.
we know they can't leave a gun for me because that would be a straw purchase. And that's illegal.
They're
Absolutely.
gonna
If
be like
Randall
stethoscope.
If Randall was Santa, what would you leave him instead of milk and cookies? Sam.
What does the audience know about you?
That's the way
They
to
know
think
he
about
likes
It's all on the board.
Awesome
Alcohol,
at
hot
trivia.
dogs, and
No.
books.
Jeez.
Oh yeah. Fuck, but
Sam,
sorry.
what else does Randall like besides booze, hot dogs, and books?
Ooh, I got another good one.
He loves trivia.
Show me. Trivia.
I already said that.
I'm going to the judge on this
No.
one, Spencer.
He said that.
Oh really?
That
okay,
is
wait, I
the
have another one.
third
Hogwash.
strike.
Hogwash.
Your team is
another
done.
one.
We now are over
Maybe
to the
over
Janis Putelis family.
Yeah.
You don't need to
We don't-
whisper
we don't
anymore.
have to whisper
You
anymore.
can discuss
don't
aloud.
have to
Trivia
whisper.
was close.
Yeah, trivia was close.
I'm sorry, that might have been a hint for me, but I had to double check.
So,
No
can we say, like, board game?
way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did they? Was one of the wrong answers puppies or dogs?
Yes.
That was one of the wrong
Answers
answers.
off the table.
Here's a review. If Randall was
Guns,
Santa,
I think is.
what would you leave him
Guns.
instead of milk and
illegal.
cookies?
What's yours?
Something about the NBA.
We're looking
NBA?
You already said. Oh
But
no.
he didn't guess that. He didn't
Yeah,
guess
but
that.
you gotta. It's not what you think. It's what
what the
these
audience-
100
I know.
people think.
So I would probably go with guns.
You talk about guns a lot, Randall.
Right. Exactly.
Enough.
Ammo was wrong.
So wrong.
Actually,
Oh, there's
I
a
think
little
I know
hint.
one now. I think I know one now.
But yeah,
I might know another one.
Trivia.
And he said it's close.
Giannis, we're
Board
gonna
game.
need
Well,
an
what
answer.
what is it? What's
board
close
game?
to
If
it?
Randall was Santa, what would you leave him instead of milk and cookies? We have answer
Crossword book?
1 is
Crossword book?
alcohol.
Crossword.
Answer 3 is hot dogs.
You guys like it?
Answer
sure.
5
I like that
was
one.
Brody
books.
doesn't, but
I don't. I like
Good.
guns.
I like
Giannis.
that.
All right.
It's a democracy.
Yep, that's right. Brody's guns have been outvoted by crossword puzzle.
We're looking for answer 2, 4, or 6. Show me crossword
That is
puzzles.
Come on,
a
Phil.
good one.
Number 4 answer.
Nice.
Crossword
Nice,
puzzles.
nice, nice.
9
Came up with that one,
people
Max?
said
Yeah.
crossword
Nice.
puzzles.
we,
Any guesses for 2 or 6?
Movies.
Guns.
Movies and guns,
Bear
those are
meat.
wrong. Bear
Those are
meat,
wrong.
that's wrong.
Dog
Phil,
treats?
show us answer number 2. Venison.
I mean,
Show us answer number
That doesn't
6.
say much about your hunting abilities, Randall.
Tobacco.
oh,
So,
dude.
instead of milk or cookies for Randall Claus, you should leave him booze, venison, hot dogs, crossword puzzles, books,
Pack of smoke.
and a little tobacco.
Hey,
I
you'd
would
have
say-
a pretty nice Christmas day if that was all left
I mean,
for you.
there's all sorts of heroes of mine that would be happy with that. Babe Ruth might enjoy it.
that's
Yeah, you're,
funny.
you're probably good
Hemingway?
with venison, though. You probably don't need more of that.
Yeah,
You'd rather
we're-
have like a
yeah.
nice,
Time
to
juicy
shine.
Oh, yeah.
beef steak.
Yeah, big old ribeye.
Phil, can you give us a scoreboard update?
Interesting.
Yes,
This is fascinating.
we have the Williams family with 100 points, and now with that last round being doubled, the Putelis family has a total of 227.
Yeah, baby.
227. But in round 4, point values are tripled.
Oh.
Give us a little music here,
How
Phil.
exciting.
There we go. For the final round, to determine who is going to do fast money, we're down to female fishing cousin Marge and Aunt Corinne.
Ding the bell.
I surveyed. Hey, Phil, don't turn to the next slide yet.
Yeah, I only did that for the first question.
Okay.
I apologize. Okay.
I surveyed 100 people. Top 8 answers are on the board. If Santa gave you a fish shack, what state would you want? Corinne.
Alaska.
Show me. Alaska.
It's gotta be one.
Number 1 answer. The full question. If Santa gave you a fish shack, what state
all right.
would
Yeah,
you want it
yeah.
in?
8 answers?
There are
It's pretty
8
hard
answers
for 'em.
on the
Eight.
board. Corinne got number 1, which 48
stealing.
people said. That means, Corinne, you get to choose if your team is going to pass or play.
We've been playing.
I think we got to
Going
play.
to play. Okay. They're going to play.
We got a
our
long
final
road back.
round. They
Just gotta
control
let-
their own
Ballsy.
destiny
What
here.
happened
Ballsy.
here?
All right, we're up to Randall. Randall, I surveyed 100 people. Top 8 answers are on the board. If Santa gave you a fish shack, what state would you want it in?
Louisiana.
Oh.
Show me. Louisiana. Number 3 answer. 8 people said Louisiana. We're up to nephew Seth. Seth, if Santa gave you a fish shack, what state would you want it in?
Hawaii.
Show me. Hawaii. Number 6 answer. 7 people said Hawaii. We're now on to Sam. Sam, your team has so far provided 3
Sorry.
of the answers. You got number 1, Alaska. You got number 3, Louisiana.
Sick.
And you got number 6,
Cursor keeps disappearing.
Hawaii. Sam,
Washington.
show me. Washington.
No!
That is your first strike. We're now
'em
down
coming.
to
And
Corinne.
Sam.
If Santa gave you a fish shack, what state would you want it in? There are 5 answers still on the board. Corinne?
Wisconsin.
Good one.
Show me.
Good one.
Wisconsin.
Midwest.
I was thinking ocean.
Number
Yeah.
4 answer. 8
Corinne.
people said Wisconsin. We're now up to Randall. If Santa gave you a fish shack, what state would you want it in? There are 4 answers remaining, and your team has 1 strike.
I think I got 2 good ones.
Randall.
Let's go with Ooh,
The drama
I've got a
Time's up.
couple.
left us hanging.
Let's go with Florida.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what I'd say.
Show me.
Smart.
Florida.
Okay, now we got one left.
Number 5 answer was Florida. That means there are answers 2, 7, and 8.
We know it.
Still on the board. We're up to nephew Seth, who is wearing some nice Christmas lights today. Looks like a fire hazard. Seth,
Yeah.
if Santa gave you a fish shack, what state would you want it in?
Maine.
Show me. Maine.
Pretty good answer.
No.
Strike number 2.
God, our
We are
audience
now
doesn't know
Yeah,
to
they-
Sam
anything.
Banks.
They don't even know.
Sam, if you get this one right, the game continues for your team. If you get it wrong, the Putelis family gets a chance to steal. And if they are able to steal this category, they win the whole game
I
and
feel a
move
lot
on to
pressure.
fast money. Here's a reminder of where we're at. Your team has 2 strikes with 3 answers remaining. If Santa gave you a fish shack, what state would you want it in? Alaska, Louisiana, Wisconsin,
talk without
Florida,
giving it away.
and Hawaii. Sam.
I would definitely say Wisconsin. You know, Marge? Yeah, Wisconsin.
Michigan.
Show me.
It's a good answer, Sam.
Yeah.
Michigan. Number 7 answer. 5 people said Michigan. That means it's down to number 2 and number 8. Corinne, if Santa gave you a fish shack, what state would you want it in?
This is a real nail biter here, folks.
Boy, the distribution among 3 through 8 is really
Pretty
striking.
close.
Pretty low.
48
What's
people
your bet?
said Alaska.
It's a risky play to
this
choose to
is
play
hard.
around when there are 8 possible answers.
I know,
Very.
Phil, but we're playing to win.
Corinne, if Santa gave you a fish shack, what state would you want it in?
Texas?
Show me.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Not
Texas.
Bad. Not bad.
That is your 3rd strike. But the game isn't over yet. The
North
Putelis
Carolina.
family
Right.
has a chance to steal. Again, you guys can discuss this aloud. There's nothing on the line for the other
What do you guys
team.
got?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I've heard Mississippi. I've heard
I mean, that's a
Minnesota.
fishy place.
Yeah.
Lots of lakes, lots of water.
Montana, there's trout fishing.
And yeah,
That's what I
I
was
think
wondering.
Randall, who is
I'm just
on
trying to make it harder.
Randall's on the other
Same
team.
with
He
Idaho.
says
Colorado.
Montana.
Colorado.
Great.
Colorado. Okay.
It's we need a little quiet from the other side.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
We're just gonna
enforce
throw
that.
out just all the names of the remaining
No,
states.
That's a
Enforce
courtesy
that.
that was not extended to us.
Minnesota, Mississippi.
The other
the
team has said
Carolinas.
Colorado
I
and
don't like
Montana.
Mississippi. I don't like Mississippi.
All right.
I've heard Yanni's team say
I like
Mississippi,
Minnesota. I like
Minnesota,
Minnesota.
North
I like Minnesota. I
Carolina.
like North Carolina.
I'd say Minnesota.
If your team gets this correct,
I mean, there's nothing
Yanni,
else
you
on the
guys
West Coast,
win
right?
and move on to fast money.
Well,
California,
there's California.
the most.
Yeah. I don't
That's a big.
but a fish shack in
Yeah,
California.
I would do somewhere in the
Northwoods.
Yeah.
But if you
Seas.
get it
That's a
wrong-
place where people have fish
We got
shacks.
2
I know.
possibilities. Let's go with Minnesota.
Randall, or excuse me, Yanni, what are we down to? What 2
One
states
answer.
have you narrowed it down to?
We have narrowed it down to Minnesota. Is our final
Minnesota
answer?
is your final answer. If you get this right,
good one.
your team wins. If you get this wrong, your team loses.
Come on.
The whole game?
The whole game.
whole
The whole entire game.
Everything is riding on
This
this
is a
one
problem
answer.
I have with this game because it always just rides on this last
You
round.
don't know if you won or not.
If Santa
I know,
gave
but
you
I'm
a
just
fish
saying it'd be
shack,
more fun if
Come
the
on,
other
Phil.
rounds counted for
if
gonna
something.
be
Santa
Minnesota.
gave you a fish shack, what state would you want it in?
Come on, Phil.
Your answer, Yanni?
Is Minnesota.
Show me.
We got
Minnesota.
it. We got it.
Come
We
on.
got it.
Ew.
Number 2 answer was Minnesota.
Thanks, cousin.
12 people
Yeah.
said Minnesota.
That's my girl down there, Minnesota.
Giannis.
That's my girl. She
His-
knew it all
his
along.
Girl cousin Marge from Minnesota said Minnesota and got that one right. They take the whole game. That means we have just answer number 8 left. What do you guys think it is? Shout it
North
out.
Carolina.
I'm
North
going
Carolina.
Mississippi.
Oh, whoops.
Montana
Montana.
was
Ah.
correct. 5
Good
people
answer, Randall.
Thank you.
It's a
said
good place to have a fish shack.
Montana.
4-pack.
So,
I let my fans
Yanni,
down.
your team has secured the $500.
Sucks.
Your team has secured the $500 donation, but you get a chance to double that with fast money. 2 of you will play fast money. Who do you want it to be?
Who wants to play?
Probably not.
Giannis is going to play.
Cousin Marge does not.
Giannis will be one of the players.
I have to be one of the players?
We're going to make you be one of
And
the players.
this is like you ask a question.
I'll
and
explain it. Here's how fast money works. 2 players from the winning team will compete in this round. I'll ask you 5 questions that you need to answer as quickly as possible. Just like in the regular round, I surveyed 100 MeatEater listeners for these questions. The player who goes first will get 15 seconds. The player who goes second will get 20 seconds. If the second player repeats an answer that the first player said, they'll be told to try again. Your goal is to get 200 combined points. If you do that, then the donation will go from $500 to $1,000. Last year, the winning team beat Fast Money with a score of 212 points. Again, your goal is 200 points. Yanni, who's going to compete from your team besides you?
Max and
Doesn't
Brody.
matter. I'll play, but I don't have to.
Give the kid a shot.
All right. We're going with the waterfowl specialist.
Okay,
We'll be more diverse.
And
I gotta leave the
I'll
room?
tell you this. Max said he loves Family Feud before we turned on the mics today.
I do.
So
Who
you got-
doesn't like Family Feud besides Steven Ranella?
And Brody.
Do I have to
So
leave the room
the
now?
next decision you make, Yanni, is who's going to go first and who's going to go second. I would say the second position is tougher.
Oh.
Right. Do you want to take the tougher or the easier?
It doesn't matter. It's up to you.
Let Max be the hero.
Uncle.
Oh.
He wants it.
Oh, he wants
wants
it?
to
All
be the
right.
hero.
Do I have to leave
Max
now, right?
has to
See ya.
leave the room.
Oh, boy.
Max, Riva is going to come get you once we are done with Yanni.
Go all the way out into the hallway.
Go 2 doors away from us, not just
go to
one.
Chili's office.
I just have one request for
What do you
next
got?
year. 2. Sorry, I just
Okay.
thought of another one.
Uh-huh.
That we could have the first rounds matter a little bit more. You could
Okay.
just adjust the rules. And that we have some eggnog here for the Christmas spirit.
Hell
I'll
yeah.
say the first rounds did matter because if the
Hell.
Williams family didn't win that first round, we wouldn't have even had a 4th round.
Oh, okay.
Your team just would have had all the points at that point.
Okay.
So it did matter.
So
Part
we
2,
could have pulverized them more than we did.
You could have taken every point available in the game, but you didn't.
Okay.
So that 4th round
And
mattered.
next year, let's put a little Calcutta on it and just say that we have to go to champions afterwards, and the losing team buys beers.
Sure.
Yep.
So eggnog,
Yeah, let's do that.
Calcutta, duck and turkey noises and out calls. That was requested by Brody. You writing all this down, Phil?
Yeah, definitely. Also, on that note, I just want to say, because the audience at home probably didn't realize this, I apologize to the Williams family for going to the judge on the trivia thing, and that kind of gave them the crossword puzzle hint.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for the first question,
Yeah.
hold on. For the first question, I switched to the slide before Spencer finished reading the question, and Randall was able to read it, and that's why he dinged in before
But
Spencer.
the question
read it.
began: if you were hunting reindeer,
What would you wear? What time of the year would it be?
Okay, so Yanni, I'm going to read you 5
Thanks, Phil.
questions.
You lost it for us.
Your timer starts after I finish reading the first question. You'll answer as fast as possible. If you get stuck on one, you can say pass, and we will come back to that at the end.
Okay.
But that usually doesn't work out really well for people.
So I got to blurt stuff out.
maybe just do your best to give an answer right away. We have the timer sitting between us here.
This was fun until now. Now I feel anxiety and pressure.
And he's wearing a Santa coat
with a wool base layer on underneath it. It's getting hot.
and a pair of ribbon
Nippies.
tassels.
Ribbon pasties.
He's provided all the excuses for why this may not go well.
Let's go.
All right. Your time starts when I finish reading the first question. If a hunter wrote the 12 Days of Christmas, what birds would they sing about?
Geese.
Who would be on Phil's naughty list?
Spencer.
Name an outdoor activity you do on Christmas.
Hunt.
If Clay was Santa, what animal would pull his sleigh?
Bear.
Name a gift every fisherman would want.
Soft plastic.
He got it just in time. He got all of his answers he needed. So we're now going to take a look at the board and see how you did. Phil, any questions before we start looking at these?
I'm foregoing graphics this year because it took so long this year, so I'm just adding them up now, and I believe I have the total score he has, but we don't have graphics this year.
Okay.
How
So
do you guys feel I did?
Pretty good. I feel like there's
Last
only one
answer is a
answer for
little
the clay.
Yeah, the last answer was weak.
Yeah.
I would have gone with Steve for the naughty list.
Yeah.
Yep.
But leaving that for my partner.
there you go. That's a decent strategy. Okay, so we're going to see how many points you got for question 1. If a hunter wrote the 12
steps ahead of me.
Days of Christmas, what birds would they sing about? See, survey, Yanni says geese. Survey says 7 people. 7 people said geese.
Can
Question
we guess?
2. No, not yet. Not yet.
That is good.
Who would be on Phil's naughty list? You said Spencer. Survey says 12 people
Yeah, but we need to
said
get to like 100.
Spencer.
We'll be all right.
Name an outdoor activity you do on Christmas Day. Remind me of what your answer was.
Hunt. That's
Yanni
what this
says-
family's doing.
Yanni says hunt. Survey says number 1 answer. 28 people said they're going to hunt as an outdoor activity on Christmas Day. If Clay was Santa, what animal would pull his sleigh? What was your answer?
Bar.
82.
Yanni says bear.
Number 2 answer.
Survey says
Oh, 'cause the
bear.
first one
Get
would be
31 people said bear. That is not the number 1 answer.
Right.
And finally, name a
Yeah.
gift
Oh.
every
Yeah.
fisherman would want. You said soft plastics. Survey says 19 people said fishing
Hey.
tackle,
Okay.
which
Oh,
we're
you're
going
gonna give it to
to
me?
give you fishing tackle. So, how many points did he get, Phil?
99 points.
99 points. That means,
That's not
Lebo,
bad.
when you go get Maxwell, your team has a little work to do, but you pulled.
He needs 101.
He needs 101 points
Yeah.
to
Wow.
double
As
the
long as he can
donation.
say Steven Ranella.
Shh, no.
For that answer.
We can't help him out.
No, I know.
Boy, there's a real recurring theme here with just getting right up to the line of competitive dishonesty.
Maxwell.
You talking
We're
shit about
having
me
a fun
now?
time,
No.
Randall.
Whatever
Maxwell,
you do, don't get timed out on this thing.
how do you
No more
think your
talking.
partner did if you had to guess?
I don't know what the questions were, so
well, your team needs 200 points. What do you think Yanni got?
he probably got, I don't know, $1.25.
He got 99 points.
Oh,
so
that's not bad.
There are 101 points
You need
that
101.
you need to come
So
up
I mean,
with.
there's a couple top answers that he didn't get.
I'm not
Now
going to
you're
tell you
thinking,
anything.
Yeah.
He is a real Family Feud
Yeah.
player, isn't he?
No, me and
Strategy
Steve are like
he's
this.
bringing.
He knows what's going on.
Okay.
So Maxwell,
Maxwell.
you have 20 seconds. If you repeat one of Yanni's answers, I will tell you to try again. You have 20 seconds to finish the survey. Your timer starts when I finish reading the first question.
How many questions are there?
5 questions.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
If a hunter wrote the 12 Days of Christmas, what birds would they sing about?
Goose, mallard,
Who would be on Phil's naughty list?
probably Steve.
Name an outdoor activity you do on Christmas.
Hunt,
If Clay was repeat.
skate,
If Clay was Santa, what animal would pull his sleigh?
black bear,
Repeat.
Tim, his squirrel dog,
Name a gift every fisherman would want.
a boat.
Boat. That
Nice.
okay. We'll see.
Nice.
That is
Nice.
good.
That last one, there was some emotion in that last one.
I was trying to get it in.
Did he make it in time?
That's what I would. I would
He
want.
finished just in time. And for
seem
number
mad.
number 1, you said goose, which was a repeat. I didn't have a chance to tell you a repeat. And then you said duck. So
Yeah,
duck.
I said
would
mallard,
be your
but-
answer.
yeah, duck.
For number 1. All right, your team needs 101
I think we got
points.
this, buddy. Those are solid answers.
If a hunter wrote the 12 Days of Christmas, what birds would they sing about? Maxwell
Well,
said.
you said bird, so I thought it was multiple, so I was just rambling off.
Maxwell said duck. Survey says number 1 answer. 31 people
Oh,
said ducks.
nope.
Randall has encouraged his team to not clap for Yanni's team.
Silence, yeah.
Question 2. Who would be on Phil's naughty list?
I've moved on
naughty
to next
list.
Christmas.
You said Steve. That's the
He wrapped
number
it up
1
right
answer.
here.
Nice.
64 people
Yeah.
Oh,
said
that's the game.
Steve.
I said Spencer.
Oh, that's a good one.
Question number 3. Name an outdoor activity you do on Christmas Day. You said skating. Survey
like it.
says 0 people.
I thought we were going to
Sorry.
count number
No,
3
we're
for
good.
that, Spencer. But
I think we need a little drama. Because
Okay.
how many points does this team have?
I mean, do you want me to spoil it for you?
how many points does this team have?
We need like 10
Do you
points.
mean like for fast money
For fast money.
total?
Yeah.
We're going to give
Total.
that away. 263.
So we're good.
They have 263 points?
Heck yeah, we do.
No, they can't because they
No.
got 31 and then 64.
No, Spencer, that's why I said right now, that's the total that they have. Sorry, I spoiled the game. They win. They win. They did it.
Yeah!
I'm confused.
No,
they
because
The total of Jan, because I have the total right here of Janis and Max of the entire all 5 questions.
Uh-huh. Oh, no. I meant so far.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, yeah,
Oh, okay.
we didn't
moved on.
specify.
Bleep that out. Bleep that out, Phil.
Your
Cut that
team
out.
wins. You got all the points. I was talking about so far. Sorry, Phil.
Oh, nice.
No, I
we're
just
still
I just
next
have
how
to
good his
totally-
answers
You know
were.
what,
Okay.
Spencer? We'll do graphics next year.
points, and that didn't add up.
So number 3, you said skate. We're gonna give you 0 for that. Number 4, you said dogs would pull Clay's sleigh. That was the number 3 answer.
Okay.
And for the last one, name a gift every fisherman would want. You said boat. That's the number 1 answer. 47 people said
Janis.
boat.
Cool.
You guys
Crushed it.
Crushed
Wow.
the
Good
fast money.
What'd you say? A rod?
We
Lure, soft plastics.
if a hunter
Fish
wrote
and
the
tackle.
12 Days of Christmas, what birds would they sing about? Give us some other guesses here.
Turkeys.
Pheasants.
Turkeys was number 2,
Pheasants.
22
Pheasants.
people. Pheasants was number 3, 21 people said that.
Doves.
Doves were number 6, 5 people said
Cranes.
that. No cranes, no
All eagles.
partridge. The other answers, we had number 4 was grouse, 9
Yeah,
people
grouse.
said that. Number 7 was quail, 5 people said that.
Oh, wow.
Who would be on Phil's naughty list? We had Steve was number 1, 64 people said that. I was number 3, 12 people said that.
Corinne
was number 2, 15 people.
I just want to say there was a
Corinne.
large gap between Steve and Corinne. there.
Number 4, what are your guesses for the?
It's not me.
Randall.
Not Seth,
Randall.
not Randall.
Yeah.
We've talked about
We're
this
good,
person
Phil.
today already because of
Cal.
his.
Cal.
Cal. 5 people said Cal. The 5th answer, you're not going to get people too far from the microphone would be on Phil's naughty
yeah.
list. 5 people said that. An outdoor activity you do on Christmas Day, hunting, that was number 1. 28 people said that.
Ice
Ice
fishing.
Fishing, that was number 4. 15 people said that.
Sled riding.
Skiing or sledding, that was number 3. 16 people said that.
No shooting.
Snowshoeing, I would give you hiking
Trapping?
for snowshoeing.
Yeah.
That was 17 people.
can't forget
Skiing was with
skating.
sledding. The other ones you're missing are the bottom 3 answers. Cooking, 11 people said that.
Sleeping.
Shooting guns, 8 people said that.
That's not necessarily an outdoor activity.
Outdoor.
And
be indoor.
campfires was 5 people said
I
that.
cannot believe skating.
If Clay was Santa, what animal would pull his sleigh?
Mule.
Mules is the
Mules.
number 1
Mules.
answer. 53 people said mules. Number 4 was raccoons. 5 people said that. Number 5 was squirrels. 5 people said that.
Take a lot of
gift.
squirrels.
That's all on brand.
A
for
gift
Clay.
every fisherman would want. You guys got boat is number 1 and tackle is number 3.
Rods.
Rod and reel,
Reel.
that's number 2. 20 people said that. We're missing 4 and 5.
Fish.
Beer, bait.
Bait was number 5. 5 people said that.
cooler.
Number 4 was fillet knives.
Nice.
So, Yanni, your team
Nice
gets to
job,
make a
Max.
$1,000 conservation donation today. Where's that going to go? You guys can huddle
Now
up
we
for
can.
this.
Now we can clap. Now we can
Okay,
clap.
yeah.
Nice
There we
job.
go.
Thank you.
$1,000.
No, I'm talking to my team. You guys are fine. You guys have been
$1,000.
fine all along.
You guys feeling any conservation work close to your heart right now?
We've had some splitting of donations recently.
Yeah.
If you'd like to go a half and half, you could do that.
I'm trying to think of like a Christmas one. too.
Christmas themed conservation org.
I don't
Yeah.
think there's
tough.
many.
What about that that outdoor education from that was it the Choctaw Nation?
Oh yeah, we could do that and something else if you wanted.
Oh, we can
There's
give it
a
all to
new
them.
there's a new foundation, the Blacktail Foundation.
Oh yeah. I just
That's
followed
ra-
them on
yeah,
Instagram. the
That's
other day.
wrapped
Yeah.
up in MDF. I mean, we could do
Yeah,
that.
it is.
I like giving it because they run kids programs at that Choctaw thing.
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
do
like
something
kids
with the kids.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that for the kids.
Spencer, you got the
So
actual
we have
info on that?
the Choctaw Nation Department of Wildlife Conservation. They have a general fund that helps purchase some public lands for them. They do a lot of other stuff. They have scholarships for wildlife conservation. You guys are giving $500 to them, or all 1,000?
All 1,000.
All 1,000 is going to the Choctaw Nation Department of Wildlife and Conservation. Someone from their group reached out, said that they play MeatEater trivia a lot, and asked us to consider their group for a donation. So that's what we're doing today for the Christmas episode, sending $1,000 their way to further those wildlife conservation scholarships and their acquisition of public lands.
Cool. Hopefully we can help out a kid or someone.
Can we clap?
Yeah, clap it up.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks, guys. Merry Christmas.
We'll see you guys
See,
back
he's a
here
real
in
stand-up guy, this nephew of mine.
Be back
What
in
do you
1
need
year
help with, Unc?
with more Family Feud.
Thanks, Spencer.